so annoying. But yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the MunchGang.
Gang.
Yeah, gang. We're back. We got somebody or two people that are special today.
Somebody's.
Yeah. Sabadi, that's how are you in Laos, actually. You know that?
I had no idea,
Do
bro.
now.
If you go to, like, what's that restaurant? Rose Garden, there's usually signs that say Sabadi.
Oh.
You got to represent the Asians out here.
Hell yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. What did that mean? I forgot already.
How are you? I could be wrong, but I'm like 90% sure it's how are you.
All right.
So if next time you see a Laos, or maybe it's in Thai, it's one of those, Thai or Laos. Next time you see him, Sabadi.
Whichever one it's not, it means fuck you in that language. So
Yeah.
Be careful.
Yeah. I might be tricking you, and then I just, want you to make enemies out there.
Podcast wars.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna make an enemy trying to decide whether they're like Thai or Laos.
Yeah. They're like, are you Chinese or Japanese?
Which one are you from?
Yeah. Well, wait, there's Korea now, right? I don't know. But we got two guys. They actually run another podcast that you guys should listen to called the Broccolipod. They're both the hosts on there. We got Augie, Dupre,
Yeah.
Dupre, and we got capital J,
Capital J.
or I'm capital J, whatever
On
works.
Instagram.
We're all capital J.
Yeah. I actually changed my name to capital F.
Oh.
Capital Frank. Most people probably don't even know my name because I don't really say my name on this podcast. But
This is Frank. Frankie Chow Lee.
Frankie Chow Lee.
Hell yeah, bro.
Frank, not Chao Lee, not Cow Lee, or they come up with random names.
Do people
here.
really be saying
Frankie
it like
Bruce
that?
Lee.
Bruce Lee. They call me Chow Mang.
Nice.
So many things. Charlie Brown. I don't know.
Charlie.
Frankie Charlie. Yeah.
Okay.
Frankie Charlie.
Okay, I can see it.
That's a stretch.
But that's what I roll with. You probably get your name mispronounced a couple times.
Yeah,
right?
Augie Dupre.
Dupree.
Motherfuckers. Or they spell it with two G's.
Two G's.
Mm-hmm. It's
Augie.
one G. Augie. Augie. Motherfucker.
Get it straight. Anyways, yo, we got an amazing episode for you guys. I think for the people to get to know you guys, and for me to get to know you guys more, I would like to know you guys' favorite movie. Let's start with Augie.
Damn, bro, you're coming at me hard with that one. God, there's a few.
Yeah.
There's a few. I would say probably just for the feels and shit. I got to go with Treasure Planet.
Treasure Planet? Like the Disney?
Yeah,
Ooh.
DreamWorks.
Yo, he's been talking about
DreamWorks.
Treasure Planet for like
10 years.
probably the past like 3 weeks.
Do you have
Like on nonstop.
Do you collect anything Treasure Planet?
No, I just love it. I think it is the pinnacle of like DreamWorks because like around that time they also made like Atlantis and the Prince of Egypt. And, like, that animation style was by far the best animation style. It was, like, so cool. Have you seen it?
I've seen it, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I remember when I was younger, I used to love that. I don't remember what happens in the movie, but I remember the movie itself. And I remember getting, like, a toy from a cereal box. And I think
with
that's
his glider or whatever.
Yeah, that
bro.
submarine-looking thing. I don't know what it was, but...
Yeah, bro. That shit was tight. And Jim's theme. It's a song that was specifically made for that movie, bro. One of my favorite songs too. So good.
Wow.
It was a work of art. It's a masterpiece.
Yeah, what do you like about it? The story or just the visuals? Or
It just kind of all brings it together so well. Like the story, it's got like a lot of good like meanings in it.
like heartfelt?
Yeah, it's very heartfelt. It's got a great soundtrack. It's got great characters. It's funny. It just, it's got you on the edge of your seat.
Nice. And if you watch it now, it's probably nostalgic.
It's so nostalgic. I watch it. I watched it recently with my girlfriend.
2 weeks ago.
She had never seen it. Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I still love it. Every time I watch it, I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Or at least have it in the background and go to sleep with it.
Yeah, bro. You know what I mean?
I do that with Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch is also by DreamWorks. Also like the similar time period.
Mm-hmm.
I did Despicable Me for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Just like sack after that.
Something not scary or something, you could go to bed to with good music.
Well, I liked
Despicable
it
Me is very
because
scary.
it would just like, it doesn't have a lot of talking in it, honestly. It just make noises.
Oh, interesting. What's your favorite movie?
Oh, dude, I'm so bad at this because
Huh?
I don't really watch a lot of movies. I don't watch TV a whole lot. I have seen a couple of movies like a lot of times. I like Gladiator a lot. That's a good movie.
Gladiator.
Russell Crowe.
Yeah, with Russell Crowe.
Can't even think of that one. You just like the action of it, or
Oh yeah, that movie has a really good story, and like the fighting sequences are just like unmatched for like live action.
It is super
and
fire.
it probably reminded
Yeah.
you of like a good time when you're younger, like
It does,
a time
yeah.
period that you're most happy, maybe.
Yeah, it's definitely an older movie, so it is nostalgic too. So that, and then actually, I like a lot of Russell Crowe movies. The newer Robin Hood movie, I guess it's not new, but
That
there
one
was a
was
really
fire.
old Robin Hood movie that I really liked on the VHS. That was cool, but
I just watched The Nice Guys, where Russell Crowe's with Brad or
Oh,
Ryan Gosling, not Brad Pitt, Ryan Gosling, I believe.
that movie's pretty good actually.
Yeah,
I like that one. Oh, and Takers and The Town are two of my favorite movies for sure.
The Town is fire too.
nice.
Yeah, I like action movies, and then I really like horror movies, but I don't do a whole lot of blood.
No, especially after like as I get older, the more and more disgusted I am, or like the more
Yeah.
the more emotions I have because I understand the full effect of like blood or broken bones.
Yeah, I can feel it, and
Yeah.
it's kind of yucky to me when they use like buckets of blood. I'm like, that's so much.
Yeah,
It's-
we were just talking about this with Joey Sanchez on our podcast, and we're talking about how like we used to watch those like videos like on those other sites that you could watch like
my goodness.
people
Best
like
gore.
yeah, like
Yeah.
people's heads getting cut off and like people like biffing it, and you can see their arm like breaks in
yeah.
like the other direction and shit. And we were always like, oh my god, that's crazy. And now looking at that, I'm like, oh
No.
Yeah, that
Bro.
just made me like, ugh.
Yeah, I was like 11 or something around that age when I saw Two Girls, One Cup. And you thought that was bad, and then you go to those crazy websites.
what about One Guy, One Jar, where he shoves a jar up his ass and it breaks?
No, I never watched that.
Dude,
much.
I didn't watch any of those videos. I knew back then that they would scar me, and I always would tell people, I'd be like, dude, I'm not watching that. Like,
Or Teeth.
Yeah.
this is gonna fuck me up.
Did you ever watch Teeth?
No,
I heard about
no.
it, didn't watch it.
Or like Two Guys, One Hammer.
What's
These-
that one?
What's that one?
They have two guys in this room and one hammer, and they can't leave until the other one's dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild.
Or they're carpenters. Who knows?
They're just putting on a roof.
They're
Next
just
thing
building
you know,
a house.
There's roofing.
Three guys
nails.
trying to build a house with one hammer.
fighting over the hammer.
Yeah. I'll tell you my favorite movie. My favorite movie, I don't know. Most people haven't watched it, but it's a Ben Stiller movie called
And at the museum.
No. The Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
Dude, that's also in my top 10.
Right?
For sure.
I watched it in theaters. The soundtrack was beautiful. It's like all indie pop type kind of music. And then
It makes you feel something so much.
super
Like,
heartwarming, especially when I first watched it. I think I started my first job or something. I started working this mundane 8-hour, 5 days a week shift, you know? And I'm like, dude, what is this life? Like, you go from school straight to that? Like, there's no fun in this.
fuck, yeah.
And then, so this movie's about basically this guy that's been putting everything into his work. And then one day he learns that it's better just to, like, go out in the world and explore. And
Yeah,
it's just so...
And one of the things I really liked about it too is like at the beginning, he's like this very shy, timid guy, and he has all these like daydreams,
Yeah.
you know, of like him doing all this stuff. And then as the movie goes on throughout, he just like conquers his dreams and actually gets to doing that stuff.
Yep, he gets more comfortable. He was really shy around girls, like you said, and he just becomes a more confident man. It's beautiful. Was that too heartwarming for you?
Yo, I just had the weirdest thought.
What?
While you were describing that movie, it must have been around the same time frame because I haven't seen either of these movies. But while you were saying that, you were like, "Oh, he dumps everything into work," and then I was thinking of the movie Swiss Army Man, and I was, and then I was like, and then he discovers, and I was like, that he can like jump super far or like swim across the lake. I don't know. I just was
What?
dying, dude.
Never seen that.
You've never seen that? It's
Swiss
with,
Army Man?
It's
No.
with the Harry Potter. What's his name?
Oh, Daniel
Daniel
Radcliffe?
Yeah. So this guy finds him, and he like crashes in the forest or something on an island from a plane, and he finds this dude, and he's completely limp. He can't move, he can't talk, he can't eat, do anything like that. And he starts to move his body around in weird ways, and his body starts doing stuff. Like he like twists his arm and holds on to the back of him, and he like gets sent flying in the air with him, and then he puts him in the water and like does some weird shit to his body, and all of a sudden he's a boat, and he's just like this in the water, dude.
Like David Hasselhoff
in
in
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Just like that, bro.
And that's what I was thinking of. You're like, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. I was like, the secret life is he's Swiss Army Man.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's his secret.
That's incredible.
what a fever dream that movie was.
Dude,
Yeah.
I just felt like I was in a fever dream for a
Yeah.
second.
Wow. Nostalgia at its finest. I got you guys some drinks here if you guys want some. I don't know if you guys drink Waterloo. It's like 0 sugar, 0.
That sounds delicious. I would
zero
love to
calories.
try it.
Yeah, that's probably around your realm
That is perfect for me.
because you're like the fitness guy.
Oh, I
So
do
what I've heard.
appreciate you recognizing me as that. Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. Peach. That sounds
Peach. You
delicious.
got blackberry. Got some flavors over there.
Cherry limeade.
And then Starry. You guys know what Starry is?
I've never heard of Story.
Is that like Sprite?
Sierra Mist. So Sierra Mist rebranded. Apparently, some girl sued him for using her name when Sierra Mist has been around for so long. It was a TikTok thing, so who knows if it was true, you know?
That peach
try
flavor is
this.
delicious. Thank you. You're
Yeah.
a gracious host.
Yeah. I try to keep you guys, you know, with so much talking, you get thirsty over here. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's actually really good.
I don't have liquid IV, or not liquid IV, liquid death like you guys, you know? That stuff's good too.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know if we have Liquid Death anymore.
Yeah.
Because technically it was a sponsorship through the studio.
Yeah, so there's no more sponsorship. Disclaimer, no more sponsorship from Liquid Death anymore.
Well, I'm looking for
Disclaimer,
sponsorships.
we're going to get a sponsorship from Liquid Death because
Yeah.
I love that shit.
I'd still be tagging them in all of our posts. So.
Dude, I follow all the sponsors I want to. I'm like tag MunchGang,
Yeah.
all the comments.
I need to start doing that with Miller High Life, bro. I'm
Yeah.
trying to get a personal sponsor for
I
them.
remember. Yeah, you love that stuff, don't
Dude,
you?
It's the best. I'm doing a little promo for it right now. Miller High Life is the champagne of beers. I know it says it right there, but until you have one, you don't. You just don't understand.
Sponsor this guy.
I'm saying.
What if they what if they converted to plastic bottles?
I would
that-
never drink them ever again.
Yeah.
I would disown them.
Remember when Old E was it Old E? One
I
of
think it
them?
was
Yeah.
Mickey's.
Mickey's
Oh,
and
Mickey's,
OE
too.
both did that.
I'm like, what is going on? Flavor change and everything.
Yeah, dude. Like, glass obviously holds flavor better and
Yeah.
for longer.
And temperature, I think.
And
Yeah.
you can't make moon water out of plastic.
That's true.
Yeah. We heard that from Neil Armstrong himself.
So what do you think about that?
What, the moon?
Yeah, because Neil Armstrong, is it Neil or Buzz that's still alive? Or both of them still
Lance.
alive?
Lance Armstrong, yeah, he's still alive with one ball left.
Yeah, the Tour de France, right?
But I don't
Tour de
know.
moon.
I feel like the as the years pass, we learn more and more things, and I'm like, I don't know.
It's hard to say.
It's hard to say.
It is.
I remember seeing this little, I think it was a tweet or something, and if you put the acronym of Neil Armstrong, and then there's something else, or Neil spelled backwards, and then his last name
alien.
first, and it spells alien.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
what in the world? Yeah, it's just another episode of Twilight Zone. or
Yeah,
something.
bro. Well, he's been like talking in his old age about like anytime anyone asks him about the moon landing, he's like, "What do you mean? We never went to the fucking moon." He's like, "That was all fake." And who knows if he's trolling people, but like,
Or what if that's what they want you to think?
or he's just an old guy that doesn't give a fuck anymore. You know? what I
Yeah.
mean?
So does the moon even exist? What do you think?
We'd have to fly there ourselves. I don't know.
Dude,
Can MunchGang support that?
I'm not
Can
even going to lie.
set that up.
I want to be in space so bad.
Yeah, so if the moon's real, did the cow really jump over the moon? I don't know.
Bro.
All the stories we've learned since we were kids were all false.
That's like saying Santa Claus ain't real, bro.
Yeah, he's out there.
Yeah, he's for sure out there. Yeah.
Santa Claus.
That's my guy. Brings me gifts every year.
Cole.
Do you get the same thing?
Yeah, yeah. He doesn't like
I was gonna say,
me.
how do you know?
I'm pretty much Santa Claus at the post office. People out there waiting for their packages, their presents / packages.
Are you working at the post office right now?
Yep, I'm still there.
Ooh.
Delivering.
You're in one of the little wrong side cars, the brick cars.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you drive a European car now?
Yeah, or Japanese, I think.
Is it Japanese?
Both. I think Europe, some part of whatever is over there, but I don't know. But yeah, I do. and I also drive in the 112-degree weather. That's why I'm so dark. Like during the summer, I get so dark. It's ridiculous.
Same, dude.
I don't know. Do you guys drink? Oh, you're drinking that. Do you guys want? Do you
I drink water.
You don't? You
I don't drink alcohol.
Consume
No.
any alcohol?
No. not
Sober?
typically.
Wow.
Yeah, he's been like that for like 2 years now.
Oh, 2 whole years?
I've had like a couple of drinks here and there.
But you're just not a fan.
Yeah. I never really liked it that much. There were some times where I definitely enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But I never really liked to drink. It's gross. Like, I think I never liked the taste of it. So if I'm not drinking to get like hammered, which I never will now,
Yeah.
then there's no point for me.
Interesting.
So.
It's hard for me to get hammered nowadays. But if I do, it's over. Like, I'm passed out.
That's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
can't do that anymore.
Yeah, there's no in between. It's either you're a little bit buzzed or you're just really fucked up.
See, that's what happened with me for a long time. That's why I stopped drinking so much, because it got to the point where every time I would drink, I would black out. Every time. And I do it like consistently. And I just hate not remembering what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
And one day I woke up in jail and I was like, oh, well, we're never drinking like this ever again.
Yeah. I don't do that.
One and done, I always say.
Said it once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For my other favorite movie, Zombieland is also up there.
Zombieland.
Zombieland.
Good movie.
Great movie. Number 2 wasn't. Do you ever see number 2?
No, I barely even saw the first one.
It was
What?
fun. Number 2 was fun.
It was all right. It was like a weird storyline shift.
It was fun.
Usually the second isn't as good as the first for any series, you know.
But the 11th one is always better.
The 11th, yeah, like Fast
Fast
11.
It's way better.
They're all in
It's
space.
so crazy, bro. It's a completely different movie now. Like, it's just like evolved over the years. It's like, you can't even call this Fast and the Furious.
I remember when Tokyo Drift came out and everybody was like, it was cool, but it's like a kind of a different movie.
It's a whole, yeah.
And everybody was kind of okay with that. And we're like, all right, well, that's it. Like, they changed it and now it's over. Like, cool.
And after they tied it in all together in like, what was it, like 5 or 6 with
Don't
Tokyo
know.
Drift, like tied all those movies in together. I feel like after that, it just like, we're stealing a vault out of a bank. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's an interesting change of pace.
I will say seeing Han come back to life somehow was pretty awesome. We're like, that's my dog right there.
How did they explain that?
They're like
Yeah.
driving tanks and shit. It's like, dude, wasn't that a 96 Civic in like 2 movies ago?
Yeah, bro.
We were just racing for like $100.
That's definitely not
Yeah.
a 10-second car.
No, that's like a 30-minute car, probably.
Yeah, literally.
Yo, I actually
And then
watched
you're
a
out of
video
gas.
of a tank driving full speed over a car. Fucking impressive.
What is full speed for a tank, you think? Like,
It was probably like 40 or 50 miles an hour.
Oh,
It was
that's-
actually fast. It was hauling, and it, like, this truck or something, like a little truck, you know?
like a pickup?
Like a,
Like a Chinese truck?
yeah.
yeah.
I didn't want to say it.
I saw it in your eyes.
I was going to say.
I'm going to say Chinese.
I was gonna say Mexican, but
Mexican.
yeah, more my speed. But no, I like hit this little truck and didn't even slow down or jump or nothing, dude. It just went straight through it, and the thing turned into dust. It was crazy.
That reminds me of a story. I used
You guys
to
talking about Waco now? Waco.
Oh, have you seen that documentary on Netflix?
I've seen parts of it.
It's
Yeah,
cool.
I saw the part where
Yeah,
the tank went
pretty
through the
good.
house.
Fucking sick.
So I used to work on this farm, right? I used to drive a big old tractor, and we used to bale alfalfa. And so we'd have what's called 6-tie, which each bale is like 2 tons. They're heavy as
Oh,
fuck.
geez.
So we have this trailer with a claw that picks up these bales, and you can stack like 12 on them. So I was coming back to the shop. It was nighttime. It was the last load I was bringing in for the night. And I had a full load. Went through, and there was a bunch of deer in the middle of the road. And I was like, oh, fuck. I don't want to like fuck up the tractor. Like, what if I fuck up the tractor? And it was a big John Deere tractor. And so they all jump across the road. I was like, oh, thank God. And then one, right before I go, fucking runs in front of me. I was like, oh, shit. And then nothing. I was like, oh, he must have gotten by me. I was looking in the mirrors. It was dark. I was like, he must have got by. And then my boss gets back because he was helping us with the last field. And he's like, you going to go pick that up? I was like, what? He's like, the deer you cut in half. I was like, what? Bro, I went back out there, and it had already been pulled to the side of the road, and the antlers had been cut off by the Mexican dudes that worked on the farm.
Interesting.
And it was literally, there was this body, and the center of the deer was gone.
What?
It was smashed into the gravel.
Oh my goodness. You didn't feel nothing.
I didn't even know, dude. It was crazy.
Very destructive.
Yeah.
Deers like to do that. They like, I had that issue when I was driving to Idaho a couple weeks ago, and like a squirrel runs across, and then I was like, oh, I'm in the clear. And then as soon as I get to its path, it runs back the same way it came from. And then all I feel is, doo-doo. You know, there's a little bump.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
It's like, how sad.
Yeah. What were you driving?
That was actually going to...
Just my regular car.
Really?
Yeah, my RAV4 out there.
That reminded me, actually, ties into both of the stories. The other day, I guess like maybe last month or whatever, I drive like really heavy shit for work sometimes. A lot of times. I was driving this like fucking Connex box on a big trailer and a big truck, you know, it's like super heavy. I was driving, and this squirrel like runs out in front of me. I was like, no, buddy, no. No. And I tried to slow down, and it runs like straight. And I was like, no. And I went over it, and I was like, I hope I missed that thing. I go up to the job, and I come back, and it's like somebody dropped a red water balloon like on the ground. It just like splattered everywhere. Like a red paint water balloon. It's crazy.
You're going to have to put a warning sign on this video.
Yeah. Graphic video. PETA, please don't come after us.
We have the pictures right here.
We have proof.
I didn't do it on purpose.
That reminds me of yet another story, another incident. So me and
cow.
So it was with him. We were driving out to Black Rock Desert, in California on the highway, going towards Nevada. Me, him, my boy Chandler, and our other two friends. We all used to go rock hounding.
What's rock hounding?
So rock hounding is when you go to like certain places that, you know, are like have like a lot of obsidian or mineral deposits. Okay. And we'd go out there and we'd, you know, pick a bunch of rocks and, you know, come back. So this one we were going to get opals. Yeah, there's a bunch of opals out there, common opal. And so we're driving. It's fucking 8 p.m., dark as hell, and my buddy's driving in a Jeep Cherokee, like a 2004, and then we're in his huge ass Tundra behind him, and we're driving, and I look away, and all of a sudden
it was later than 8.
It might have been like 9 or 10.
It was like 10 or something. It was pretty late.
And all of a sudden, I see a blurb. Go to the side of the road, and then I see my friend's truck, and like pieces just flying everywhere. I was like, did they just hit a fucking cow?
Oh my!
And we pull over to the side of the road, and Chandler, who's driving, he jumps out. He's like, my fucking Jeep! And as soon as he turns it off, we see all the fluids dump out immediately.
Oh, like out of the grill of the
just
Jeep?
Out of the bottom of the Jeep.
Yeah, the radio and shit. Like,
and my other friend Matt, he's like over here. He's like
checking his body,
and like he looks like he's hurt. It's like, dude, are you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm fine. It's like, dude, what the fuck?
Jeez,
dude. Like, we almost just died. Yeah. And they thankfully it was like a calf. It was like a young adult, so it wasn't a full-size cow. But they hit it, like the tail end of it. It swung, flew like 100 feet, and their car was totaled. But the cow was dead on the side of the road and shit, and there was pieces everywhere.
It was very sad. And as the driver, I was watching the road while he was looking away, and he looks away, and I'm driving, and it looks like a cloud of dust in front of his car, and I was like, what the fuck was that?
What?
And I saw some cows like right before that, and Augie was like, what was that? I was like, I think he just creamed a cow. Man.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And we get out, and dude, there's shit all over the side of his car, like all over the side of the Jeep.
Like literal shit? Or
like literal shit, yeah.
Oh.
Like because the cow died on impact.
The cloud was because the truck hit the cow so hard it just like died and evac'd its bowels and just like
all over everything.
60 miles an hour of shit all over the truck.
Yeah, we were going like 62, barreling down that road.
Yeah. And just to be clear, Modoc is the only county that's like open range. They don't have to have fences.
And they're not supposed to be on the highway though. Like
Yeah.
that's the one area they're not supposed to be on. It was just fucking wandering on the highway.
Yeah, but there is no fences like backing up to the highway, so it's fine. Like cows can walk across and stuff, and I guess we just didn't know that.
Yeah.
What do you do in that situation? Like, do you?
Well, I'll tell you what we did.
Here we go.
We loaded up our shit in the back of his truck.
And
What do you mean your shit? Just like
We all took dumps in the back
did we
of
have
his truck.
service? Because we somehow got.
Yeah, we called the
yeah,
CHP
yeah.
or we. Who do? No. Someone
just
drove
come
by.
by?
Someone drove by and was like, "You guys all right?" And then he's
yeah.
like, "Okay, well the CHP are on their way.
Yeah.
Just wait here." We're like, okay. They were super cool. We bullshitted with them for like an hour. Loaded all of our stuff up into the bed of his truck. Camped out for the night. Still went rock hounding the next day. And then we decided to go to a hot spring in Black Rock Desert. And I can't remember what time of year this was. It was like February.
I actually have no idea, honestly.
I can't remember what time of year this was. It was either early or late spring or early fall.
We can look it up.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was fall. But anyways, we all ended up getting in the bed of his truck. He was the only one in the cab. We were all just laying in the bed of his truck, driving down this dirt highway in Nevada.
Forever.
Going to Black Rock Desert. Yeah, for like 3
hours.
or 4 hours. And we're chilling and we're looking at the side of the mountain. And all of a sudden I see like little lights going on the side of the mountain. I was like, what the fuck is that, bro? I was like 10 minutes into Nevada and there's already aliens.
Yeah, that was our first thought. We were just like bullshit, and like in my truck, the window in the back goes down, so everybody's like in the bed, and I'm like talking to them through the truck.
Right.
And like these lights are like doing like a show, like doing all sorts of shit. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then somebody looks like into the desert, and he's like, they're coming from over there. It's in the middle of the desert. These lights are going off, and we're like, is there like a bar? Is there a party going on?
Yeah, I was like, there's got to be something, because you know, like in movies, you see like the big stadium with the big lights outside, and you can see it from like the road,
like
It's
miles
oh,
away.
yeah.
yeah.
And so we're like, we all stand up and we're like, head that way. We're going to the lights. Like whatever this is, it was meant to be.
We need to see this.
And again, no roads or no fences around there, so I just like pull off the road and just like fucking start mobbing that way. It was far out there.
And to anyone that doesn't know, Black Rock Desert is a salt flat. So it's completely flat for this entire huge like basin area. It gets water like a couple times a year. But during the summertime and like early fall, it's dried up. So there's no water there.
Almost all year round is dry.
So we're mobbing going 120 because there's no bumps, there's no divots, nothing.
It's flat, yeah.
And
There's
we're all standing in the back of the truck like looking ahead.
Standing going 120.
We were probably getting close to like about 100 miles an hour. Yeah, I was definitely mobbing.
And we pull up and we're like, there's a bunch of tents and lights and like people dressed up and like cars dressed up as like bugs and crazy shit. We're like, we go up to somebody, we're like, what is this?
Is this
They're
Bohemian Grove?
It was Burning Man.
Oh yeah, that's my
And
first thought actually.
we're like, they're like, it's Burning Man. You guys made it. I'm like,
You made it.
yeah. Oh, okay. Like, what the
Like,
fuck?
what do we do? They're like, yeah, just. I mean, they were like all these lights around, because there was like, you could see like little lights like
Couple
not
miles away.
but like pretty far away, you know. There's a bunch of little lights, and they were like, oh, those are all different campsites, like spread out miles around the desert, like all across this whole desert is campsites.
And it
you
was
can
in the
just pick
middle-
one and just like
It was in the middle of COVID, so it wasn't like the full Burning Man. So they only had probably like 30 different camps, where normally they have like 1,000.
where it's just one big city. Instead, it was like broken up into like little towns, which was super cool, because you could go and like one area was playing one type of music, and then like another one was doing something else.
Another one had like a fire show, like with like crazy fire dancers and like fire pyrotechnics and shit like
people
that.
had like flamethrowers and like
there
like
was a,
flame rocket launchers like on their
dude, there was this one dude who my buddy was talking to, our buddy Chandler, who was giving him like homemade moonshine, right? And this dude was old and seemed like he had a few screws loose, you know what I mean? And he had this go-kart that he was working on with a huge like engine on the back, propane tanks all over the side, and it shot out like flames. And I was telling him the whole time, I was like, I don't think we should hang around this guy. I feel like that is going to get us all killed.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's gonna blow up. I'll be the Burning Man after this.
dude. And so they had like a bar set up at our camp that we were staying at. And I ended up becoming the bartender for like the whole night, just mixing people drinks and shit and just like hanging out with them all. And I blacked out. And I woke up on the outside of my tent, like laying on the outside of my tent.
I woke him up on the outside of his tent.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, man, you might freeze out here.
Well, I woke up, I slept in my truck and with my dog. And I'm like sitting in the truck and I look up. And I see like our little groups, like tents around the truck. And Augie's is like fucked up. I was like, oh shit, dude. Like, I wonder what happened. I look over there, like look a little bit more over, and he's just like face down on top of his tent, like on all the sticks and shit. Like woke him up.
Yeah.
All right. He like fell asleep immediately as soon as he got in the truck.
Yeah.
Dude.
And I guess like the night before there had been like somebody who like was waving around a gun and people were like, hey, put it away, dude. He's like, the party's not over yet. And he's like, because they were yelling at him to turn off the music because it was like 3 or 4 in the morning, maybe even later. And he was like waving around a gun. Cops were coming and we're like, yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah, so is Burning Man, do you have to get a ticket to go to Burning Man or just show up?
I think typically you do, but
They have it more secured normally.
because it was COVID, there was no like, it wasn't supposed to be happening. So everybody who had already probably bought a ticket or was planning to go or maybe
Or just
lived
live
in
out
the
there,
fucking
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
they were already out there, so they just went anyway, and we ended up there. It was
Yeah.
pretty wild because none of us had any idea. Like that wasn't even a thought in our heads.
That's a while. So you guys were driving out to Nevada for a different thing, but you guys just ended up doing the Burning Man?
Yeah.
Well, we did all the stuff that we were gonna do.
and the day after.
We didn't go to the hot springs.
Oh yeah, we didn't make it to the hot springs.
That is
but
the reason we went out there.
we were driving out that way to go to the hot springs, and we kept driving, and it was so far.
Because the hot springs that we were gonna go to were actually closed. Remember, there's like a sign, so we were like, well, let's just keep driving, and then when it gets dark, we'll make camp and turn around.
Yeah, I was like, we'll go until I have half a tank of gas left, and so that way we can get back.
Yeah.
And there was some of these like crazy ass like double decker like cars out there with like 40 people on them, like that also like shot flames and shit that were all like decked out. It was tight, bro.
It was really wild. One
was
dude had
cool.
this like crazy trailer. It was like a full enclosed trailer, you know, and the whole wall was replaced with a big piece of plywood and with all these cutouts for subs.
Wow.
And,
then
it was like a subwoofer trailer.
And he had a shit ton of like different like laser lights and shit. His are the laser lights that we saw.
Yeah.
Like probably like $30,000-$40,000 worth of lights. And he got stuck on the top of his trailer too. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
We had to back the truck up and like get him off the trailer and shit.
Yeah.
How do you get stuck on top of the trailer?
I
It
don't
was
know how
too
we
high
got
up
up
there.
there.
We don't know how he got up there, but my truck is like super lifted, and so I just like backed up and let him like jump on the roof of my truck and then get down.
I don't think we ever figured out how he got up there.
Should have been like,
He's like,
hey, I
"Come
won't
on."
save you unless you give me a free sub. I don't know why.
Dude, it was so fucking loud. You could hear it like driving up. You could feel it like moving. It was crazy. It
There
was
used
so
to be
loud.
that car in town. I forget what kind of car. It was like that wagon. And then it said,
Oh, he's
type of
the
city-
Power Wagon. He's still in town.
The Chicago, Illinois in the back. I think it was.
We used to play airsoft with him.
Yeah, and you can hear his car from blocks away.
Yeah, the black dude with the white station wagon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
That shit
thing
was sick, bro.
thumps,
That
dude.
was
That thing
that
was
was
crazy.
fat. Yeah, that was fat.
I was like, is this an earthquake or is it that dude in the wagon?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he's still around. I still see the wagon every once in a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah, drive downtown.
Yeah, that's where it used to be. That's where
Well,
it
he
used
lives on the other side of town. Yeah.
to be. Yeah. Buddy, is the back of your phone broken? Maybe you forgot to check your lap before getting out of your car, or maybe you accidentally dropped your phone filming a skate trick, or maybe you got pissed your crush left you on red. Well, thanks to our sponsor, Lightning Phone Repair, they can fix that right up for you. In fact, if you ever decide to get your phone fixed because you're tired of glass splinters, go to Lightning Phone Repair and mention MunchGang to get $20 off your next phone repair. The first time I met you was cool. Remember the first time we met each other?
Yeah.
We were on a houseboat.
Yeah.
I got invited from a mutual friend, and then I'm like, dude, houseboat, let's go.
Yeah,
so
dude.
got on the houseboat. I met him. I met Chaos. I met a couple other heads. And you guys happened to be filming a music video that day.
For Mermaid Karma.
Karma.
Yeah, that was her.
For Mermaid.
Yeah, I forget her Instagram name is Mermaid Barbie Doll.
Yeah. But shout out to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool. I was like, am I going to be in a music video today? And it turned out I was in there for like half a second or something. And I was like, I get to swim and I get to be in a video.
Yeah.
And shake my booty.
And there's alcohol.
And I'm drinking the whole day,
Dude.
right?
Honestly, that's like one of my favorite things about living in Reading. It's like we have the lake right there, and you can, anybody, well, obviously if you have the money, can go just rent a houseboat.
Yeah.
And honestly, like houseboat days are some of my favorite days. Like spending 3 days on a houseboat, after the third day it gets rough.
Yeah, you're just like... You're walking funny or something.
Yeah, bro. You wake up like so you get out there the first day, go hard, right?
Yeah.
Second day you wake up and you're like, I can beat this with just drinking again. Drink the second day. Third day you're like, oh, I don't really want to drink right now, but if I don't, I'm gonna be doing nothing the whole day.
Yeah.
And then by the time you get done, you're wiped the fuck out.
Yeah.
Going back to work with like a 3-day hangover.
You're driving home, you're like, I've made a lot of mistakes.
What happened out there?
Yeah.
And even just for me, when I go to the lake just for the afternoon, I come back, I'm like ready for a nap.
Yeah.
Something
The
about
heat-
swimming, right?
And the
sun,
heat takes
brother.
it out of you too.
Yeah, it does. That was interesting to be in that thing. And then from there, I don't remember if I knew Chaos before then, but it's just interesting to see. I never had the group of friends that were like into this music scene because I grew up as a skateboarder.
Yeah.
And that's all I did all my years. I'm like, oh shit. This, like, you being a skateboarder, a local one, you see all these other smaller heads, younger heads getting better and better. You're like, oh, that guy's doing something.
Yeah.
Right. They're improving, they're making their life happen. And then seeing the growth between the music scene is also a similar thing. It's just a whole different, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's really cool to see. And you guys are definitely helped push that movement to become something around here. And I like it.
Yeah, it's.
Thanks, bro.
I think like a lot of it also stems from like, I don't know, when I was growing up, there wasn't anything to do here. Like I longboarded and skateboarded a little bit, but other than like that kind of activities, if you weren't going outside, you were just drinking, smoking, doing drugs. Like that's really all there ever was, you know. And now it's cool giving like kids another outlet, like his music, because you know. There's a reason that it has blown up so quickly because, you know, all these people have wanted to do this for a long time, but there's never really been an outlet.
Yeah.
So now, you know, Chaos started, you know, all the shows and everything. You know, Calvin Sunday really started bringing the community together, you know, X3 with like their cook-up nights and stuff like that. And, you know, the rest of us just doing our part, just trying to make sure that everybody's connected. We're all friends. We're all homies. There's no like, there's a healthy competition.
Yeah.
It's not like, there's no hate. There's no hate in the community. And if there is, those people just don't come around. They don't get the benefit off of us. You know what I mean? It's a really cool symbiosis that we have going on here.
Yep. And one day it's going to grow. Grow, get bigger. And that's what we need to do is just keep going.
Especially with like the course that Reading's on. Because in my opinion, in the next 5 years, shit's going to blow up here. Our population's going to double. I mean, they're already building like infrastructure for it.
Yeah, but then the past 5 years, Reading has gotten so much bigger. They're building all this infrastructure.
New City Hall, they've got all sorts of low-income housing now. They moved the Costco, which is a big deal. They have 2 In-N-Outs. Some places don't have any In-N-Outs. And we
Right.
have 2, bro.
Yeah. That's a big deal around
Well,
here.
it's
Yeah.
hard to get from one side of town to the other.
Yeah. And like 20 Dutch Bros.
Dude, I know,
We do have a
bro.
lot of Dutch.
Yeah.
Every Dutch Bros, everywhere you live, there's a Dutch Bros within like 3 minutes of your house.
Yeah.
I swear.
Especially with we're like there's nothing from Sac north until you hit maybe like Oregon somewhere up there.
Yeah.
Ashland, there's really not much going on there.
Medford.
Yeah, Medford's probably the next biggest kind of town. And so when people tour, they want to make money by stopping at every single stop on the way up or like around the country or something. So
They just want to go straight up I-5.
We get skipped a lot, but
but now it's gotten better. Like
Mm-hmm.
within the past, wasn't Morgan Wallen here one year, and then like
What? Was he
maybe
really?
I don't know about that,
Oh, maybe
but
not Morgan Wallen. but
I know a lot of like comedians
Modest
and stuff
Mouse
are
was
starting
here.
to play at the.
Bert Kreischer was
yeah, he
here.
was at the Civic Center. We went and saw Joe Coy.
Oh
That
yeah,
was
Joe
pretty
Coy
good.
was here.
That was fire.
Who else?
I
There's been a few pretty good ones that have been like around, but
Shinedown was here. I remember that. That was a while ago.
Modest Mouse, bro. Tech Nine's played here a bunch.
I've
Kendrick
heard-
played here once.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah.
E40's been here.
Yeah.
E40. We're getting some big
And then
names.
also at Wind River too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had who did we just have? We had like Ice Cube.
Uh,
Or was that at Rolling Hills?
Baby
Rolling
Bash was
Hills.
there.
Yeah.
That's Rolling Hills. Yeah,
Was that Rolling? That one was Rolling Hills.
Yeah, Rolling Hills has a lot, and that's pretty
they have a
close
lot
to
of
us.
good shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's like on the
It's
way.
close. It's 40
you
minutes.
know?
Yeah. It's cool. I mean, eventually they're gonna keep popping up, and ratings gonna grow. People from out of town's gonna want to come here, reach these shows. And
Well, if you like talk to like a lot of people that have moved or have wanted to move, people from here seem to like Eugene is like that's their place that they go. And you can only imagine like people from like Sac and San Fran, the next like stop is Redding to move if they don't want to get out of California.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And Redding's like the last town I feel like in California. Humboldt's beautiful too, but
It's out
that
of
has
the
like
way.
nature and mountains, and it's got 2 lakes, dude. Like this is an ideal spot to live.
Yeah.
If you can survive the heat.
yeah. Other than
for
the
like
heat,
a couple of months. It's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100 degrees for like 8 weeks straight.
Dude, it's fine.
and no traffic,
Get
like,
used to it.
At least
Yeah.
compared to Sac or
No,
anything
there's
like
no
that.
traffic here, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easy. And since we're local, so we know like the back roads, so I
Mm-hmm.
avoid traffic anyways. But
Yeah, I guess if I'm gonna avoid the 3 minutes of traffic, I do know how to get around it.
there's one part of town that I avoid, like
Cypress.
Cypress
Yeah,
and
I don't do Cypress really
Hilltop
too
right
much,
there. That spot's crazy.
That intersection sucks.
And now they put that stupid ass roundabout on Bonneview.
Oh yeah.
That's
like
the
it.
worst, bro. Because people don't know how to go through it. Like they
I like
stop,
it.
like it's a stop
like
sign.
Yeah.
Especially the double lane roundabout. You're like, what is going
I've
on?
only been
People are
caught on
so
that one
confused.
time actually because I was on the inside lane and I was going straight across and the dude around was going
Kept going.
yeah, and I was like, oh shit, like did I fuck that up?
Yeah, you're on the inside, bro.
How did I
No,
fuck that
no,
up?
he
What was I
fucked
supposed
it
to
up.
do?
You should have been in the outside lane, bro.
Because if he,
I should have been in the outside lane, but it's 2 lanes, you know, so they both go.
they should go into That's what I
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you
So
just keep going in a circle because this guy is just like fucking with you.
start doing.
I have to go around again. That's the rule. If someone's next to you, you have to go around again.
Yeah, and hopefully don't get stuck again.
That is true. The inside. That I've never thought about that.
Yeah, it has only caught me that one time, but I am now more diligent about it because we both came in the same way at the same time, and I was just going straight, and he was going left, and he was on the outside.
I have wondered about how that's gonna fare if we do get a huge population boom.
You know what?
'Cause
Maybe
that's a-
he fucked up because he should have been on the inside because he was going left.
Because he was going left.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I would think.
Yeah, that's fair.
You guys should have just hop
Swapped.
switched cars. Yeah,
Been like, yo, what's
I
up?
should have just beat him up.
or ran him over with your big ass truck.
I actually also have a small car, which I was
truck
in
is-
at
yeah.
that time.
I almost ran into one of those like. So I was coming from Bocelli and then taking that right onto South Bonneview, and there's that stupid median right there. Like you could turn right, far right of the median, or you could turn right like left side of the median, and then but you're also turning like taking the curve to even see the median. So I was driving that way, and then and then on the left side across the middle median, there's a dude looked like he was driving the wrong way, but apparently when you come out of Costco. You go in that lane and then you merge onto that lane.
opposite.
So it threw me off. I was all telling my friends, "Dude, look at that stupid guy!" Like, like driving the wrong way. And then my buddy's like, "Frankie, watch out!" And then there's this median I'm about to hit, and I like swerve and barely survived.
Perfect.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
how embarrassing. I mean, they make fun of me to this day.
Never live that down, man.
Yeah, they say Asians can't drive.
You fit the stereotype.
Yeah, everybody around me's like, that dude's probably Asian.
Well, when you do that every 4 weeks, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Follows you.
All right, you got to go, right?
Here pretty shortly, yeah.
Oh, you good?
I'm out of time. Yeah, I'm about out of time here, bro.
Yeah.
Getting
And-
there.
Oh, we're getting there. Not quite there yet.
I got like 3 more minutes.
3 whole minutes?
Yeah, we could do a little outro.
Yeah, let's do it. Man, I feel like we had so much to talk about. We breezed through.
There's two of us, so
yeah, it's hard to do.
We might have to do 2 episodes.
Well,
Yeah.
you're gonna be on ours tomorrow.
Yeah,
Oh,
tomorrow.
or well, actually, in like quite some time, because we're probably not gonna post these at the same time.
Yeah,
Well,
secretly.
do-
But tune in.
We'll be recording an episode.
It will
tomorrow
be
if you-
tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be recording
Technically,
Yeah,
at the Broccolipod studio.
at the Broccolipod.
at the broccoli
the
pad.
new studio, bro. At the
new-
broccoli pad.
Yeah.
Hell
Oh, the
yeah.
pad now.
The broccoli
Broccoli
pad.
Oh, okay. So this is, I like to call this the Munch Room.
Oh,
room.
yeah, I
Munch
like
room.
it. Yeah.
The room gang.
Yeah, I get a lot of flack. They're like, "Are you a Munch?" You guys heard that, right?
Oh,
That
dude,
song?
I love that. That should be your intro.
The Munch Gang or the Munch song.
Munch
It's
song,
like, you
yeah,
a
yeah.
Munch? Yeah.
What is that?
Stop.
Yeah.
I have never heard that. I swear, I haven't.
I have a poster of Ice Spice in my room.
I know that. I've never heard that song, but oh, that's her song?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still never heard it.
You shouldn't. It's a bit terrible song.
Is it? It's from Ice Spice.
I like
Just
it.
kidding. I was hoping to bandwagon off that and make this podcast pop off. Actually,
Hell yeah, bro. Yeah.
Hashtag MunchGang.
Oh yeah.
yeah. I'm just eating the box on live podcast.
Take out box.
Whose
Jack in the box.
Whoa, you're doing what in the box?
Jack, like Munchie Meal.
Oh yeah, Munchie Meals are fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
With the soda.
Yeah.
Munchie Meal gang.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna be on the Broccoli Pod soon. Look out for that, and also
Yeah.
check out all their other episodes. I mean, they got quite a few, more than I do. You got plenty of time. I know you're bored at work. You need an extra podcast to listen to. Check them out. They you guys are on
Finally on
All platforms.
all platforms.
Yeah.
Finally
Anywhere-
can say we're on all
Yeah,
platforms.
Anywhere you can listen to it. The videos are on YouTube.
Yeah, check
Yeah.
out the videos on YouTube. Like, subscribe. Like and subscribe to the Munch Gang.
Yeah,
Yep.
like, subscribe
Yeah.
here also.
Don't forget.
And comment and share. Boost the algorithm. Do your
Yeah.
thing.
Ring the bell or whatever they say, you know.
Yeah, notifications on. Put them.
Yeah.
Send the Cash App.
Yeah,
Hit the Patreon.
give me some money. Give me some money. I need it. My battery just went out.
I gotta buy a new battery.
Come on. Yeah, thanks to inflation. But you guys, you have any last words you want to tell the people out there?
It was a good life.
Yeah, it's been good, dude.
It's been good.
No, I appreciate you, bro. Thanks for having us
Yeah.
on the episode.
Yeah.
It's cool to see somebody else,
Trying.
doing their thing, bro. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like we don't know what we're doing. We were just like decided to do it. So it's cool to see somebody else doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We pretty much started around the same time, so it's like we learn off each other,
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
perfect.
And it's really nice to see like it's the same thing with the music. Like there's no there's healthy competition. There's no like hate, animosity. It's like all like we're in this together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
No,
what
we're
I mean?
happy to be like on each other's show. Like that's super cool.
Yeah.
I think
Definitely.
that's like definitely a blessing to have like that type of community around here.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up. And then Eureka. You guys are over in Eureka?
Yeah. We did some
Broccolipod
stuff over in
Beach.
Humboldt. We got some stuff coming up in Chico
Yeah.
here pretty soon.
Oh.
I'm trying to bring this whole area of NorCal together.
Yeah.
Because I've been saying this lately. It's like for the artists to contend with like LA and shit, we got to come together.
Yeah.
We're small areas.
We gotta be bigger.
Yeah, we gotta bring our cities together.
Yeah, so we'll just crush the distance. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Social media did that for us. So
And once Reading gets big, we can be like, dude, we were one of the first ones to start it out over here. Doesn't matter if we're good anymore, but we did it first.
Yeah, we were
we were
there.
eating that box online.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in on another episode of the Munch Gang. And tune in on the next episode and tune in on Broccolipod. All right, guys. Peace.
Peace. We
Peace.
appreciate you.
Mm.